Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Tumukasya Ekadantasya Kapilo Gajakarnakaha Lambodharasya Vikato Vignarajo Vinayakaha Dhrumaketurganadhyakshaha Palachandro Gajananaha Vakratundaha Surpakarno Herambaha Skandapurvajaha Shuklam Bharadharam Vishtum Sasivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasanna Dhyayet Sarva Vighnopasanteye Yasyadvirada Vaktradhya Parishadhya Parasatam Vignam Nigdhanti Satatam Vishvaksenam Tamasraye Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheswaraha Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. With Bhagavan's grace, we came up to slokam number 34. We concluded that Brahmanaihi Kshatra Bandhuhi Dwarapalaha Nirupitaha Saha Katam Tat Gruhe Dvahastaha Sabhandam Bhoktum Arhati. It is given in the scriptures, it has been established and designated as for the kings to be the protectors, like a Dwarapalaka, like protecting the god at the door. How can they go and claim and want to partake in the same food from the same plate, like the Brahmins are? That the Brahmins must be revered. Number 35. Krishne gate bhagavati sastari utpata gaminam tad bhinna setun adya aham sasmi pasyata te me balam. Krishne gate bhagavati sastari utpata gaminam tad bhinna setun adya aham sasmi pasyata me balam. Bhagavati Krishne gate. Bhagavan Krishnan, once he has left, after he is gone, who is he? Sastari, he is the supreme ruler, he was. And Tad Binha, separated from him, from that Setun, the protector, separated from Bhagavan Krishna, who was there to correct the wrongs, that when people were utter out of respect and fear and awe of him, were following. Anybody who strayed a little bit from the prescribed code of conduct, Krishna would take corrective measures immediately. So everybody fell in line. But once he went away, what happened? Utpata gaminam. Utpata means people who are lost, who stray away from the path of dharma, who move away from it, from what the right code of conduct is. Like we are all, most of us are doing now, right? That Utpata Gaminam has come because Krishna has left. So I see that is Utpata Gaminam means groups of people. All these rulers have also become immoral and following unrighteous conduct. So Adya, today, Aham, I am going to punish. Me Balam, my strength. Sathya, see my strength, see my power. I am going to punish them who stray away from the right code of conduct. Krishne gate bhagavati sastari utpata gaminam tat bhinna setun adya aham sasmi pasyata me balam. Number 36. Iti uktva roshatamra akshaha vayasyan rishi balakaha kausikyaya upasprusya Vak Vajram Visasarjaha Iti Uktva Roshatamra Akshaha Vayasyan Rishi Balakaha Kausikyaya Upasprusya Vak Vajram Visasarjaha Iti Uktva, thus saying, Roshatamra Akshaha, eyes that have been reddened due to anger. Rosha means anger. Tamra is red color. Akshaha, eye. Vayasyan, with his playing buddies, with the playmates that he was playing with. This Rishi Balakaha Rishi, this young Rishi, his name was Siringi, by the way, and father is Samika. So Siringi is mentioned here. Rishi Balakaha, Vayasyan, with his playmates, saying, Pasyata me balam, now watch my power. And aham sasmi, I am going to punish him, saying that Kausikyaya upasprasya. Kausikyaya, the sacred water, the water that has been sanctified with mantram. Upasprasya, taking a little bit in its hand and sprinkling it. Walk, speech, vajram, like extremely powerful words, like a thunderbolt. Visasarjaha, he threw his words at the king, basically he cursed. Iti uktva roshatam rakshaha vayasyan rishi balakaha kausikyaya upasprasya vak vajram visasarjaha. Number 37. Iti langhita maryadam takshakah saptame ahani dankshayati sma kula angaram choditaha me tata druham. Iti langhita maryadam takshakah saptame ahani dankshayati sma kula angaram choditaha me tat druham. Iti, thus, langita maryadam, leaving, setting aside, pushing aside all the etiquette and the proper way of behavior, he spoke. Takshakaha saptame ahani, in 7 days, takshakaha dangshyati sma, certainly, takshakaha dangshyati, takshaka will bite. Hey Kula Angaram, you the wretched person of that dynasty in which you have been born in, is addressing Parikshit. Because me choditaha, because what you did, this heinous act, choditaha, having done this, me tata druham, me tata, my father, druham, the misery, the distress, the humiliation, and the disrespect and the cruel act that you did to my father, having done that, in 7 days from today, you will be bitten by the snake Takshaka. Iti langita maryadam takshakah saptame ahani yangshyati sma kula angaram choditaha me tatadruham. Number 38. Tataha abhyeta asramam balaha gale sarpa kalevaram pitaram vikshya dukkhartaha mukta kandaha rurodaha. Abhyeta asramam balaha gale sarpa kalevaram pitaram vikshya dukkhartaha mukta kandaha rurodaha. Tataha, thereafter, after that, abhyeta, he entering ashramam, the hermitage of his father, this Balha, this young child. Gale sarpa kalevaram vikshya pitaram, gale sarpa kalevaram vikshya pitaram, his father's kalevaram body, kale sarpa, being with the dead snake around his neck, vikshya, seeing that, dukkhartaha, he became utterly sorrowful. Mukta kandaha, very loudly. Rurodaha, he was crying. Tataha abhyeta asramam balaha gale sarpa kalevaram pitaram vikshya dukkhartaha mukta kandaha rurodaha. Number 39. Saha va angirasaha brahman srutva suta vilapanam unmilya sanakaihi netre drishtva sva amse mrutaha uragam. Sahava angirataha brahman srutva suta vilapanam unmilya sanakaihi netre drishtva sva amse mrutaha uragam. O Brahman, O Brahmanas, Sutamani is now continuing. Remember, he is speaking. He is saying, O Brahmanas, Sahava Angirataha. Aha, that Maharishi, that Brahmarishi, was certainly Angirata. He has come in the lineage of Angirasa. And Srutva Suta Vilapanam. Suta means his son Vilapanam, crying and in sorrow. Srutva, hearing that. Unmilya netre, his eyes, unmilya, he started opening them. Sanakaihi, gradually and slowly. Then, Drishtva, he saw, Sva-amse, on his own body, Mrutaha Uragam, the dead snake. So he opened his eyes slowly when he heard his son's loud cries. As he opened them slowly, he saw on his own body this dead snake was like a garland around the snake. Sahava Angirataha Brahman Srutva Suta Vilapanam Unmilya Sanakaihi Netre Drishtva Sva Amse Mrutaha Uragam. Number 40. Visrujya Putram Papracha Vatsa Kasmatu Hi Rodishi Kenavate Apakrutam Iti Uktaha Saha Nivedayate. Visrujya Putram Papracha Vatsa Kasmathi Rodishi Kenavate Apakrutam Iti Uktaha Saha Nivedayate. Visrujya, throwing aside the dead snake, Putram Papracha, he asked his son, Vatsa, oh my darling pet, Kasmathi Rodishi, why are you crying? Kena va te apakrutam, Kena va te apakrutam. Did anybody do any injustice to you? Did anybody do any wrong to you? Iti uktaha, when asked thus, Saha, that boy, Nevedayate, he informed of his father of all that happened. He described in detail. Nivedayami, we say. That means it is not offering things to Bhagavan. Nivedayam means, Naivedhyam as we call it, means it's an announcement, it's an information. Okay? Please remember that. Number 40. Visrujya Putram Papracha Vatsa Kasmathi Rodishi Kenavate Apakrutam Iti Uktaha Saha Nivedayate. 41. Nisamya Saptam Atat Arham Narendram Saha Brahmanaha Na Atmajam Abhyanandate. Aho Bhata Amhaha Mahat Ajñate Krutam Alpiyasi Droha Uruhu Damaha Dhrutaha. Nisamya Saptam Atat Arham Narendram Saha Brahmanaha Na Atmajam Abhyanandate. Aho Bata Amhaha Mahat Ajña Te Krutam Alpiyasi Droha Uruhu Damaha Dhrutaha. Nisamya Saptam, Nisamya, after hearing the Saptam, the curse that has been thrown by his son, Saptam, that curse, Atat Arham, it was not to be condemned at all. Narendram, Saptam, Narendram means king, to whom the curse was thrown. Nisamya, the Samiki, the Brahmarishi, after hearing his son's description, did not think that Atat Arham, these are not to be condemned. He said, Brahmanaha, O Brahmins, O Brahmanas, Sutamani was addressing, Saha, Na Atmajam Abhyanandate. Atmajam, his own son, Saha, that Brahmarishi, Atmajam, his own son, Na Abhyanandate. He did not congratulate him. Oh, alas, Bata Amhaha, great sin. Mahat, really great. Ajna, out of ignorance, out of immaturity. Say, you, Krutam, you have done, is what he told his son. You have done great sins out of ignorance and immaturity. Alpiyasi, for a small matter, Droha, Alpiyasi Droha, for a small sin that has been committed by him. Uruhu Damaha Drutaha. Uruhu Damaha, great punishment. Srutaha, you have awarded him, you have given him great punishment. You have given him for a small thing that he did. You have acted out of ignorance and immaturity, and a great sin you have committed. Is what the Brahmarishi Sabika told his son Siringi. He did not congratulate him on the curse that he threw. He was extremely sad. And then he continued. Number 42. Navai nrubihi naradevam parakyam sammatum arhati avipakva buddhe yat tejasa durvishahena guptaha vindanti badrani akutaha bhayaha prajaha. Number 42. Navai nrubihi naradevam parakyam sammatum arhati avipakva buddhe yat tejasa durvishahena guptaha vindanti bhadrani akutaha bhayaha prajaha. Hey, avipakva buddhe, a person with an immature, childish mentality, immature understanding. Pakvam means fully ripe. Avipakvam means not ripe at all. Buddhi is not ripened, very immature. And the understanding you have is not fully developed. It is not ripe at all. A person with a unripened, immature buddhi, na vai nrubihi naradevam parakyam sammatum arhasi. Parakyam, great, like transcendental, paraakyam, it is supreme. Naradevam means king. They have to be considered as embodiment of God himself. They are Naradevam and Parakyam. And they cannot be na nrubihi naradevam sammatum. You cannot consider a king like an ordinary common man. Sammatum harsati. Na harsati. You cannot consider him, equate him, a king to a common man. Oh, person, immature, childish, a person with childish buddhi, immature, unripened buddhi, ignorant buddhi, yat tejasa, under whose excellence and glory the king, durvishahena, the durvishahena, something that it cannot be surpassed, that cannot be excelled. Under his durvishahena tejasa, yet whose durvishahena tejasa, unsurpassable excellences and glories and strength and might, Gupta prajaha, the citizens, Guptaha are protected. Vindanti, they lead a joyful, joyous life. Badrani, they feel secure. Akutaha bhayaha, and they are completely protected, free from fear. Under the king's rulership, who is so mighty and could be considered as equal to God himself because of his unsurpassable excellences. That is what Parikshit was. His citizens, they all live in a protected manner. They all live a joyful life. They all feel secure and free from fear. How can you consider him like a common man? You cannot equate him to a common man. You have not understood it. Your buddhi has not been developed. It's basically what he told him. Navai nrubihi naradevam parakyam sammatum harhasi avipakva buddhe yat tejasa durvishahena guptaha vindanti badrani akutaha bhayaha prajaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Samastalokaha Sukino Bhavantu. Samastalokaha Sukino Bhavantu. Samastalokaha Sukino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.